As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the forest, Alex realized this was just the beginning of a new journey. Together with Rex, he would explore the wonders of Zora, face dangers, and build a bond that would change both their lives forever. Little did they know, their friendship would soon face many tests. But for now, they stood together, united in their shared adventure. The bond. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the forest floor, Alex felt a sense of peace wash over him. He had never imagined that he would find a companion like Rex, the fierce Dracor. Together, they stood in the clearing, the evening air rich with the scents of alien plants and the distant sounds of wildlife. Rex looked at Alex, its eyes glinting in the fading light. Alex understood that this moment was significant. He was no longer just a lone explorer. He had formed a bond with one of the most powerful creatures on the planet. This realization filled him with excitement and a sense of responsibility. He knew he had to protect Rex just as Rex had protected him. "Let's find a safe place to rest for the night," Alex said, breaking the silence. Rex responded with a low rumble, as if acknowledging the suggestion. Together, they ventured deeper into the forest, with Alex leading the way and Rex following closely behind, his massive form casting an imposing shadow. After a short while, they stumbled upon a natural cave, nestled between two large rocks. It looked perfect for shelter. Alex entered cautiously, ensuring it was safe, while Rex stayed outside, scanning the area with his keen senses. Satisfied that the cave was secure, Alex called Rex inside. The cave was cool and dry, with walls that sparkled faintly in the dim light. Alex set down his backpack and began to unpack. He pulled out some supplies, including a small portable stove. As he started to prepare a meal, he glanced at Rex, who was lying near the entrance, watching him intently. "What do you eat?" Alex wondered aloud. The Dracor's diet was likely different from his own. He had brought mostly human food, but he was eager to learn more about his new friend. As if sensing his thoughts, Rex stood up and sniffed the air, then padded closer to investigate the contents of Alex's pack. Alex chuckled at the curious creature. "I guess you're not interested in packaged meals," he said. He quickly decided to prepare some dried meat and offered a piece to Rex, who accepted it cautiously. The moment Rex tasted the food, his eyes brightened, and he gobbled it up with surprising enthusiasm. Seeing Rex enjoy the food made Alex smile. They were starting to understand each other, even without words. After finishing their meal, Alex sat down against the cool cave wall, feeling the exhaustion of the day settle in. Rex curled up beside him, a low growl vibrating through the air as he rested. As night fell, the sounds of the forest changed. The chirping of insects and the hoots of distant creatures filled the air. Alex felt a little nervous but also excited. With Rex by his side, he felt a surge of courage. Together, they were strong. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed from outside the cave, followed by a deep growl. Alex's heart raced. He looked at Rex, whose posture had shifted to alert. The Dracors stood up, muscles tense and ready. Alex understood that they needed to prepare for whatever danger lurked outside. "Stay close," Alex whispered, his voice steady despite his racing heart. He grabbed a nearby rock, ready to defend himself if needed. Rex moved to the entrance, blocking it with his large body, a protective stance that made Alex feel safe. The growl grew louder, and Alex could see movement in the shadows. A huge creature emerged, a massive predator, with sharp teeth and gleaming eyes. It was unlike anything Alex had seen before. It looked menacing and hungry, and it had spotted them. Rex growled fiercely, standing tall and protective in front of Alex. The creature paused, taken aback by the presence of the Dracor. The tension in the cave thickened as both predators stared each other down. Alex's breath quickened, unsure of what would happen next. To Alex's surprise, Rex lunged forward, displaying his powerful claws and teeth. The two creatures collided in a flurry of motion, and Alex could hardly believe what he was witnessing. Rex was fighting to defend him, showing bravery and skill. It was as if the bond they had formed in such a short time had given Rex an extra layer of determination. The battle was fierce but brief. Rex, with his superior speed and strength, quickly overpowered the other predator. With a final roar, he sent the creature fleeing back into the shadows. Alex watched in awe, filled with admiration for his companion. As the forest returned to its peaceful state, Alex approached Rex, who was panting heavily. "You were incredible," he exclaimed, his voice filled with excitement. Rex turned to him, a proud glint in his eyes. The bond between them deepened at that moment. Alex felt grateful and lucky to have such a powerful ally by his side. The test of loyalty. Days turned into weeks as Alex and Rex explored the alien planet. They discovered vibrant jungles, sparkling rivers, and towering mountains. Each day was filled with new adventures, and their bond grew stronger. Alex learned to read Rex's emotions through his body language, when he was excited, when he was curious, and especially when he was protective. One morning, as the sun rose, casting golden rays through the trees, Alex woke up with a sense of urgency. Something felt different. He quickly packed their supplies and prepared for the day ahead. Rex watched him, sensing the change in Alex's demeanor. "Something tells me we need to be cautious today," Alex said, glancing at Rex. The Dracor's ears perked up, and he let out a low growl, indicating his agreement. Together, they set off into the depths of the forest, their senses heightened. As they traveled deeper, they came across signs of destruction. Trees uprooted, bushes flattened, and the unmistakable scent of fear lingered in the air. What could have done this? Alex wondered aloud, anxiety creeping into his voice. Rex moved closer, scanning their surroundings with keen eyes. Suddenly, they heard a rustling in the bushes. Both Alex and Rex froze, instinctively readying themselves for whatever lay ahead. The rustling grew louder, and to their surprise, a small group of alien creatures stumbled into view. They were injured and terrified, with wide eyes filled with fear. Alex knelt down, raising his hands to show he meant no harm. "It's okay. We're not going to hurt you," he said softly. The creatures looked at him with uncertainty, but Rex stepped forward, standing protectively beside Alex. The aliens glanced at Rex, their fear palpable, but Alex reassured them with his calm voice. "What happened to you?" Alex asked gently. One of the creatures, a small furry being with large eyes, stepped forward hesitantly. "The beasts are hunting us. They took our home, and now we are running for our lives," the creature explained, its voice trembling. Alex felt a surge of compassion. "We can help you," he offered, glancing at Rex, who seemed ready for action. "We'll protect you from the beasts." The aliens exchanged glances, their eyes filled with hope. But then, doubt crept in. "How can we trust a human?" "You are not one of us," one of the larger aliens said, crossing its arms. Alex understood their fear. He was a stranger in a strange land, but he was determined to prove himself. Rex stepped closer, letting out a low, reassuring growl. Alex took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the moment. "I may be human, but Rex here is not just any creature. He is a fierce protector. Together, we can fight back against whatever is hunting you." The alien creatures looked at each other, weighing their options. Finally, the small one nodded. "If you can protect us, we will trust you." With their decision made, Alex led the group deeper into the forest, where they could find a safe place to regroup and plan their defense. Rex walked closely beside Alex, vigilant and watchful. They arrived at a small clearing surrounded by thick bushes and tall trees, creating a natural fortress. Once they were settled, Alex began discussing their plan. "We need to set traps around the perimeter. Rex and I will scout the area and see if we can find the beasts. We'll need to act quickly before they find us." The alien creatures listened intently, and Alex could see their fear slowly transforming into hope. Together, they worked through the afternoon, setting traps and gathering sticks to fortify their hiding place. Alex demonstrated how to create simple snares, and Rex patrolled the area, ensuring it was secure. As night fell, the tension grew. The forest became alive with sounds, strange calls and rustles in the underbrush. Alex and Rex took their positions at the edge of the clearing, ready to defend their new friends. The aliens huddled together, their wide eyes fixed on the darkness. Suddenly, a chilling howl echoed through the night. It sent shivers down Alex's spine. Rex's ears twitched, and he growled softly, ready to leap into action. "Stay close," Alex commanded, his voice steady. The howls grew louder, and soon shadows emerged from the trees. The beasts, large and fearsome, came into view, muscular creatures with sharp claws and glowing eyes. They moved with a predatory grace, sniffing the air, searching for prey. As the first beast crossed into their trap, Alex's heart raced. With a swift movement, he pulled the lever he had created earlier, and the snare sprung up, ensnaring the creature's leg. It let out a furious roar, thrashing wildly. Rex charged forward without hesitation, teeth bared and eyes fierce. Alex followed closely behind, armed with a makeshift spear he had crafted from a sturdy branch. Together, they fought with all their might. Rex was agile and powerful, dodging the beast's attacks, while Alex used his quick thinking to outmaneuver them. The battle was fierce, and Alex felt fear and adrenaline coursing through him. He glanced back at the alien creatures, who were watching in awe. "We can do this. Stay back and let us handle it," he shouted, determination fueling his voice. With each clash, Rex displayed remarkable strength and agility, easily overpowering the beasts. Alex, with the spear in hand, thrust forward, helping to keep the creatures at bay. Finally, after a grueling struggle, they managed to drive the remaining beasts away, their howls fading into the distance. Breathing heavily, Alex turned to Rex, whose chest heaved as he caught his breath. "We did it, buddy," Alex exclaimed, feeling a rush of pride. The alien creatures began to cheer, their fear replaced by gratitude and admiration. "You fought bravely," one of the larger aliens said, stepping forward. "You have proven your loyalty. Human, we will trust you from now on." Alex smiled, feeling a warmth in his heart. He had fought for their lives and earned their respect. And more importantly, he had strengthened the bond with Rex, who stood by him, proud and fierce. That night, they celebrated their victory. Alex, Rex, and their new friends shared stories and laughter, the forest alive with joy. Alex realized that he had found a new family on this strange planet, and he vowed to protect them at all costs. As the stars twinkled above, Alex felt a sense of belonging he had never known before. Together with Rex and their new allies, he was ready to face whatever challenges awaited them. The rising threat. The days after their battle were filled with a new sense of unity among Alex, Rex, and the alien creatures. They worked together, gathering food, setting up defenses, and learning more about each other. The once fearful aliens began to see Alex as a protector and a friend, and Rex became a legend among them for his bravery. One afternoon, while hunting for food, Alex and Rex ventured further from their makeshift camp than usual. They explored a nearby river, its waters sparkling under the sun. Alex marveled at the beauty of the landscape. "This place is amazing, Rex. Can you believe how much we've accomplished?" he said, grinning at his companion. Rex responded with a soft growl, his eyes scanning the surroundings, always alert. As they made their way back, a sudden sense of unease washed over Alex. The forest was too quiet, the usual sounds of wildlife absent. He felt a knot form in his stomach. "Something doesn't feel right," he murmured. They returned to their camp, and the sight that met them made Alex's heart race. The alien creatures were huddled together, their expressions a mix of fear and urgency. The largest alien stepped forward, its voice trembling. "We have seen the beasts again. They are gathering in greater numbers. They are planning to attack." "What do you mean?" Alex asked, feeling the weight of the situation. "How many are there?" The alien creature's eyes widened in fear. "At least a dozen. They are stronger together, and they will come for us when the sun sets." Alex felt a surge of determination. "We need to prepare. We can't let them take us by surprise." He turned to Rex, who stood poised and ready. "We'll need a plan." That evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Alex gathered everyone. "Listen up. We need to set up traps around the perimeter of the camp. Rex and I will patrol the area to make sure we know when they come." The alien creatures nodded, and together they began to work. Alex showed them how to build simple traps using branches, vines, and rocks. Rex helped, demonstrating his strength as he arranged the materials. The tension hung in the air, but with every trap they set, they felt a little more secure. As night fell, the atmosphere grew heavier. Alex felt his heart pounding as the stars twinkled above them. He positioned himself and Rex at the edge of the camp, keeping watch. The alien creatures settled into a tight group, their eyes wide with fear. The minutes turned into hours. Alex scanned the darkness, listening intently for any sign of movement. Rex remained beside him, alert and ready to spring into action at a moment's notice. "We'll be okay, buddy. Just stay focused," Alex whispered, trying to calm his own nerves. Suddenly, a low growl echoed through the trees, sending a chill down Alex's spine. Rex's body tensed, and he turned toward the sound, his muscles coiled like a spring. "There they are," Alex hissed, gripping his spear tightly. From the shadows, the beasts emerged. Their eyes glowed in the darkness, and they moved with a predatory grace. Alex felt a rush of fear, but he stood firm. "Stay behind me," he shouted to the alien creatures, positioning himself between them and the approaching threat. The beasts approached slowly, their growls growing louder. Alex's heart raced as he recognized the leader of the pack, a massive creature with scars across its face, eyes filled with fury. This was no ordinary hunt. They were here for revenge. Rex let out a fierce roar, charging forward, teeth bared. Alex followed closely, spear raised, ready to defend his new friends. The clash was brutal. The beasts lunged at Rex, who dodged and swiped at them with powerful blows. Alex fought alongside him, using every ounce of strength he had. The camp erupted into chaos. The alien creatures watched in terror as Alex and Rex defended them. Alex felt the adrenaline surging through him, guiding his movements. He ducked and weaved, striking at the beasts with precision. But they were many, and the odds were against them. As the battle raged, Alex felt a deep sense of responsibility for those behind him. "We can't let them win," he shouted, rallying his strength. He and Rex fought with fierce determination, their bond evident in every coordinated move. But just when it seemed they might gain the upper hand, more beasts emerged from the shadows. They had been lying in wait, planning to overwhelm them. Alex's heart sank. They were outnumbered, and the situation was dire. "Fall back. Retreat to the traps," Alex shouted, recognizing they needed a new strategy. He turned and sprinted, guiding Rex and the alien creatures toward the traps they had set earlier. As they ran, the beasts followed, eager to chase down their prey. Alex could hear their snarls behind him, the sound echoing in the still night. They'd reached the first trap, and Alex quickly pulled the lever he had prepared. A beast stumbled into the snare, and the other creatures were caught off guard. "Keep going," Alex yelled, his voice filled with urgency. They dashed past the trap, leading the beasts into the next one. One by one, the traps caught the attacking creatures, and the tide began to turn. Rex fought fiercely, taking down one beast after another. Alex felt a surge of hope as they slowly gained ground. The alien creatures found their courage, joining the fight. They threw stones and shouted, standing alongside Alex and Rex. With a final push, they managed to drive back the remaining beasts. The last one, a smaller creature, turned to flee, its pride shattered. Alex and Rex stood victorious, breathing heavily, adrenaline still coursing through them. As silence settled over the camp, the alien creatures began to cheer, their voices filled with relief and gratitude. "You did it. You saved us," one of the larger aliens exclaimed, rushing over to Alex. "We couldn't have done it without Rex," Alex replied, ruffling the fur on Rex's head. "He's the real hero here." Rex let out a proud growl, standing tall beside his friend. That night, they gathered around a fire, recounting the battle and celebrating their victory. Alex felt a profound sense of belonging. He had not only fought for his life, but for the lives of those he now considered family. Under the starry sky, Alex realized that they were stronger together. The bonds forged in battle would carry them through whatever challenges lay ahead. With Rex by his side, he knew they could face anything, even the darkness that threatened to rise again. "You said." The new alliance. As dawn broke over the horizon, the first rays of sunlight spilled into the camp, washing away the remnants of night and the fear that had gripped the alien creatures. The once quiet clearing was now filled with a sense of triumph and new purpose. Alex sat beside Rex, both of them exhausted but exhilarated after the fierce battle they had fought together. The alien creatures began to gather, their faces reflecting a mix of gratitude and newfound respect for Alex. The leader, a wise-looking being with striking blue skin and intricate markings, approached him. "You fought bravely, human. You have proven yourself to us. We wish to honor you and Rex." Alex smiled, feeling warmth spread through him. "I only did what was necessary to protect all of you. We're a team now, and together, we can face any challenge." The leader nodded, a glimmer of understanding in his eyes. "We need to strengthen our alliance. The beasts will return, and we must be ready." With this in mind, Alex began to brainstorm ideas for their next steps. "We should fortify our defenses and train together," he suggested. "I can teach you some tactics that humans use to survive in the wild." The aliens agreed eagerly. They started gathering materials, using branches and leaves to create a barrier around the camp. While they worked, Alex shared strategies about setting traps, creating lookouts, and developing signals for communication. He found joy in teaching and felt the alien creatures growing stronger under his guidance. Rex, always the eager student, took to the training with enthusiasm. He demonstrated hunting techniques and defensive maneuvers, showcasing his speed and agility. The alien creatures watched in awe as he leaped and bounded, easily navigating through the trees. They started to mimic his movements, their own confidence growing with each passing day. Weeks passed, and their bond deepened. The aliens learned quickly, adapting to the lessons Alex provided. They worked hard to improve their skills, feeling a sense of pride in their progress. Alex felt a sense of responsibility, and it became clear that he was not just a protector. He was a leader. One afternoon, while they practiced together, Alex spotted something in the distance. "What's that?" he asked, squinting toward the tree line. The aliens paused, their expressions shifting to concern. The leader, noticing Alex's gaze, turned to him. "It could be more beasts. We must be cautious." As they approached the edge of the clearing, Alex's heart raced. They moved stealthily, ensuring they were not spotted. When they reached a vantage point, they saw a group of creatures similar to the ones they had fought before. However, these seemed different, larger, more powerful, and they were surrounding something small. "What are they doing?" Alex whispered. "They may be attacking another group," the leader replied. "We must help them." Alex nodded, feeling the sense of urgency. "We can't let them suffer. We have to act quickly." The aliens positioned themselves behind Alex, ready to follow his lead. He formulated a plan. "We'll create a diversion. Rex, you and I will distract them while the others move in to rescue whoever is trapped." Rex let out a soft growl of agreement, and the rest of the aliens nodded, their eyes shining with determination. They were ready to fight together again. As they prepared, Alex felt a surge of adrenaline course through him. This was more than just a battle. It was a chance to save lives and prove their strength as allies. He took a deep breath and signaled to Rex, "Let's go." With a burst of speed, they charged into the clearing, drawing the attention of the larger beasts. Alex shouted, waving his arms to create a distraction. The beasts turned toward them, snarling and ready to pounce. Rex lunged forward, a blur of fur and power. He tackled one of the beasts to the ground, a fierce growl escaping him. The other creatures were momentarily confused, their focus shifting from their prey to the sudden threat. "Now," Alex yelled. The alien creatures rushed forward, using the element of surprise to their advantage. They moved with newfound courage, darting in and out, confusing the beasts and causing chaos. In the midst of the skirmish, Alex spotted the small creature they had come to save. It was a young alien, injured and frightened. Without hesitation, he made his way toward it. "I'm coming for you," he shouted, dodging the snapping jaws of a beast. As Alex reached the young alien, he felt a surge of protective instinct. He scooped it up, cradling it against his chest. "I've got you. You're safe now," he said soothingly. Just as he turned to escape, a large beast lunged at him. Alex barely had time to react. Rex, ever the loyal companion, leaped between them, sinking his teeth into the creature's neck. Alex watched in awe as Rex fought fiercely, protecting both him and the young alien. The other aliens continued to fight alongside Rex, using their newfound skills to outmaneuver the beasts. Together, they pushed back against the overwhelming odds. Alex felt a deep sense of pride as he witnessed their bravery and determination. Finally, after a fierce struggle, they'd managed to drive the beasts away. The clearing fell silent, except for the heavy breaths of the aliens and the soft whimpers of the rescued creature in Alex's arms. "Is it okay?" one of the aliens asked, concern etched on their face. "I think so," Alex replied, looking down at the small being. "But we need to get it somewhere safe." They gathered together, their spirits high from the victory and the successful rescue. The young alien clung to Alex, finding comfort in his warmth and strength. As they made their way back to camp, Alex felt a sense of belonging that he had never experienced before. They were no longer just allies. They were a family, bound by shared struggles and triumphs. That night, they celebrated their victory around the fire, sharing stories and laughter. Alex felt grateful for the bonds they had formed and the adventures that lay ahead. They had faced danger together, and in doing so, had forged a powerful alliance that would stand the test of time. "You said, the threat returns." The days turned into weeks, and the bond between Alex, Rex, and the alien creatures grew stronger. Together, they had faced challenges, honed their skills, and created a sense of unity that was undeniable. However, as Alex enjoyed this newfound peace, a dark shadow loomed over their camp, and he sensed that danger was approaching. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, Alex gathered everyone around the fire. The atmosphere was filled with laughter and the aroma of cooked food. However, a feeling of unease nagged at him. "Listen, everyone," Alex said, trying to mask his worry. "We've been training hard, and it shows. But we must stay vigilant. The beasts will likely return, and we need to be ready." The leader of the aliens, still impressed by Alex's strength and insight, nodded. "We will not be caught off guard again. We have learned a lot from you, human." Rex, sitting close to Alex, let out a low growl as if sensing the tension in the air. The alien creatures exchanged glances, their eyes reflecting concern, but also determination. They trusted Alex, and together, they were ready to face whatever came next. The following days were filled with drills and preparations. Alex felt a renewed sense of purpose. He and Rex took the lead, teaching the aliens how to set traps and reinforce their defenses. The camp began to resemble a small fortress, with barriers made from logs and branches, and lookout points established around the perimeter. But despite their hard work, Alex couldn't shake the feeling of impending danger. It was as if a storm was brewing just beyond the horizon. One morning, while on watch with Rex, Alex noticed something strange in the distance. He squinted against the sunlight and pointed. "Do you see that?" Rex tilted his head, focusing on the movement. "Something is out there," he replied, his instincts alert. Alex could see shapes moving through the trees, larger creatures, more than he had ever encountered. The anxiety in his chest tightened. "We need to warn everyone." They rushed back to the camp, shouting for the others. "Everyone, to your positions. We have a situation." Alex called out, his voice steady but urgent. The alien creatures quickly assembled, their faces etched with determination. "What do we face?" the leader asked, his tone serious. Alex pointed toward the tree line. "I saw movement. It looks like the beasts are back, and they're bigger than before." The aliens readied themselves, their fear transformed into resolve. They had come too far to back down now. "We will fight," one of the aliens declared, clutching a makeshift weapon. As the shapes emerged from the trees, Alex's heart sank. They were not only the same beasts they had fought before, they were larger and more ferocious. The creatures snarled and advanced toward the camp, their eyes burning with hunger. "Get ready," Alex shouted, gripping his own weapon tightly. "We stand together." The aliens moved into formation, ready to defend their home. The leader stood at the front, his blue skin shimmering under the sun. "Remember your training. We fight as one." The beasts charged, and the ground trembled beneath their massive feet. Alex's mind raced as he recalled the tactics they had practiced. "Flank them. Use the traps," he yelled, trying to keep everyone focused. Rex charged forward, a blur of fur and fury. He leaped into the fray, dodging the snapping jaws of the nearest beast. Alex followed close behind, using every bit of training and strategy they had developed together. The first clash was intense. The aliens fought bravely, working together to distract the beasts while Rex and Alex targeted the most threatening creatures. They moved in a synchronized dance, each knowing their part. Alex spotted a large beast aiming for the leader of the aliens. "Watch out," he shouted, racing forward. With all his strength, he thrust his weapon at the creature, drawing its attention away from the alien leader. The beast turned, its massive jaws snapping inches from Alex. He ducked and rolled, narrowly avoiding its deadly teeth. "Stay strong," he called to the leader, who was now rallying the other aliens. Rex continued to dart between the beasts, using his agility to evade attacks and help his companions. Each time an alien fell, the others rallied to protect them, refusing to back down. As the battle raged on, Alex noticed a shift. The aliens were no longer just reacting. They were fighting back with a fierce determination. The training was paying off. They worked as a cohesive unit, pushing the beasts back, inch by inch. Suddenly, the leader shouted, "We need to take out the largest beast. It commands the others." Alex spotted the enormous creature, standing a head taller than the rest, its eyes filled with malice. "Let's do it," he called out, gathering Rex and a few brave aliens. They launched an all-out assault, flanking the beast from multiple sides. As it swung its massive claws, Alex ducked and weaved, using every ounce of speed he had. Rex lunged at the creature's hind legs, trying to bring it down. With a surge of adrenaline, Alex seized the opportunity. He climbed onto the beast's back, gripping its fur tightly. "Now," he shouted. Together, they coordinated their attacks, striking at the beast with determination. It roared in anger, But Alex held on, refusing to let go. With one final push, the beast stumbled, its strength waning. The aliens seized the moment, delivering blows until the creature finally fell, defeated. The rest of the beasts hesitated, confused and frightened. Seeing their leader down, they began to retreat back into the trees. Alex stood tall, heart pounding with the thrill of victory. "We did it," he exclaimed, breathless and filled with pride. The aliens cheered, their voices rising in a chorus of triumph. They had faced the threat head-on and emerged victorious. In that moment, Alex realized how far they had come together. They were no longer just a group of misfits. They were a family bound by trust and shared strength. As the sun set, casting a golden glow over the battlefield, Alex felt hope loom in his chest. They would continue to face challenges, but together they could overcome anything. A new beginning. The aftermath of the battle left the camp in a state of chaotic celebration. The alien creatures, once filled with fear, now wore expressions of triumph and relief. Alex stood amidst them, absorbing the joy that filled the air. They had faced their greatest challenge and emerged victorious. But he knew that this was only the beginning. As night fell, the campfire crackled and popped, casting flickering shadows across the faces of the aliens. They gathered around, their spirits high, sharing stories of bravery and laughter. The sense of community had never been stronger, and Alex felt a warm sense of belonging wash over him. The leader of the aliens approached Alex, a grateful smile on his face. "You fought bravely, human. Your strength and wisdom have saved us all. We owe you our lives." Alex shook his head, humbled by the praise. "We did this together. It was everyone's bravery that made the difference." With a respectful nod, the alien leader extended a hand. "From this day forth, you are not just a visitor in our world. You are one of us. We will fight for you as you have fought for us." Alex felt a swell of pride as he accepted the gesture. "Thank you. I will always stand by you, no matter what comes our way." As the celebration continued, Rex bounded over, wagging his tail and barking excitedly. The alien creatures surrounded him, patting his fur and showering him with affection. He had become a symbol of their unity, a fierce protector who had proven his worth in battle. That night, Alex lay under the stars, gazing at the vast expanse above. The sky was different now, filled with constellations he had yet to understand. Each twinkle felt like a promise, a reminder of the adventures still to come. But deep down, he knew that their world was still fraught with danger. The beasts might return, and other threats could emerge from the shadows. They had achieved a significant victory, but Alex understood that he couldn't let his guard down. The next morning, he called the aliens together. "We need to discuss our future. The beasts may be gone for now, but we should prepare for any new challenges." The aliens listened intently, nodding in agreement. "What do you propose?" one of them asked. "We need to build stronger defenses and train together," Alex suggested. "If we work together as we did during the battle, we can create a force that can stand against anything." The leader stepped forward. "We trust your judgment, Alex. We will follow your lead." Over the next few weeks, Alex worked tirelessly with the aliens. They constructed more robust fortifications around their camp and set up lookout points to watch for any signs of danger. Training sessions became routine, and they pushed each other to improve their skills. Rex remained by Alex's side, a constant source of energy and motivation. He had grown larger and more confident, his presence a reassuring one among the alien creatures. One evening, while resting after a long day of training, Alex sat beside the leader. "I'm grateful for what we've built here. It feels like we're becoming something more than just a group of survivors." The leader nodded, his eyes shining with understanding. "We are a family now. Together, we can thrive, not just survive. Your spirit has ignited hope in us all." Just as they were discussing their future, a distant rumble echoed through the air. It was low at first, but as it grew louder, Alex's heart raced. "What is that?" he asked, standing up. The aliens exchanged worried glances, and the leader turned serious. "It could be another threat. We need to investigate." They rushed to the perimeter, scanning the horizon for the source of the sound. In the distance, a cloud of dust rose, and figures could be seen moving rapidly toward their camp. Alex's instincts kicked in. "We need to prepare." Everyone to their positions. The aliens sprang into action, taking their places as Alex directed them. He and Rex took the front, ready to face whatever approached. As the figures grew closer, he could see they were not alone. Other alien creatures were with them. To Alex's surprise, the newcomers were not the same beasts they had fought before. Instead, they appeared to be a group of other aliens, and they were armed, but not in a threatening way. When they reached the camp, Alex approached cautiously. "Who are you?" he called out. One of the aliens stepped forward, raising a hand in peace. "We are travelers from another land. We heard of your bravery and came to seek your help." Alex glanced back at the leader, who nodded in agreement. "We are willing to listen," he said. The traveler explained. "Our home is under siege by the same creatures you defeated. We have heard of your strength and unity, and we seek your alliance." Alex felt a surge of responsibility. "Together, we can fight against this threat," he said. "We won't let fear stop us. We'll stand together, just as we have before." As the sun dipped below the horizon once more, Alex felt a renewed sense of purpose. Their journey was far from over, and new adventures awaited. He looked around at his companions, his heart swelling with pride and determination. They were no longer just a group of aliens and a human. They were a formidable force, united by trust and courage. Together, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead, ready to protect their home and fight for a brighter future.